Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to seal a driveway. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of sealing an asphalt driveway just like this one right here. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. There are essentially two steps to sealing a driveway, especially when you're sealing an asphalt driveway just like this one. You want to start off by applying the sealer to the edges, and then you're going to apply the sealer to the entire main area. Now, prior to doing this, I actually ended up filling in the cracks of the driveway. So I used a crack filler and I filled in the cracks. And if you take a look over here, you can actually see that I already started over there. So that's what it's gonna look like once it's sealed, and that's what it looked like before. And you can see that I've taken the time to sort of fill in all of those cracks right there. And you also wanna clean the driveway beforehand. So before you actually start sealing it, you wanna fill in all the cracks and you want to clean the driveway as well as you can. So let's get right into the video. I'm actually gonna bring this over here just like that. There's a shadow you can see right there. And we're gonna start off by going along the edges. Now, I'm just gonna do a small area for this video because I don't want it to be like a 45-minute video of me doing the entire driveway, but I'm just gonna show you how to do a small area. So essentially what we're gonna start off by doing is we are going to take the paintbrush. I'm just gonna flip my screen so I can see myself over here. Here I am right over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be taking the paintbrush just like this, and we're actually going to be dipping it in the sealer. Now, if you can take a look right here, sorry, the sun's glaring in my eyes, so I'm doing my best. This is just an epoxy shield sealer, but you can go to any your local hardware store, and they will have probably a few different sealers to choose from. Another quick note: you should most definitely wear gloves, or else it's going to get on your hands. So I'm going to put my gloves on right here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take the paintbrush, and you can use something to mask off the wall, but if you're careful, you probably won't need to do that. Get rid of any leaves. It's fall time right now, so there are leaves falling, but you can get rid of them. Just dip the paintbrush in the sealer material, and you want to literally just take the paintbrush and just go along the edges like this. You're literally painting it as if you're painting a wall, except you're painting the ground. So if you've ever painted a room before, you can most definitely paint or seal a driveway just like that. And that's essentially what you're doing. So I'm going to just do a little area right here. Once again, just dipping the paintbrush in there. And also, a quick side note, make sure that you mix the sealant prior to actually dipping the paintbrush in and using it, because it's going to be a variety of different materials all brought together. So you want to make sure that it's nice and mixed up so you get a nice thick coat, or else what's going to happen is you're going to get a very watery substance when you're using the top of the container. Then you're going to get a much thicker substance when you're using the bottom of the container. So do a pretty good job getting along the edges. Like I said, you can use like a piece of cardboard to just put it in there, and that'll help you avoid painting the bricks or the concrete, whatever it is that's over there. So the next step now is, I'm just going to put the paintbrush to the side. The next step now is actually, sorry, the sun's really in my eyes, is going to be to use a roller, and that's one option. I'll tell you another option: to use a roller to actually get the sealant on the ground. So what you can see right here is we've already done this right here. Now, one option is to take a roller, and I hope I'm in the camera frame. I can't really see anything right now because the sun is right in my eyes. But you want to take a roller, you want to just dip it in the sealant material, okay, in the driveway sealer, and you're literally just going to roll it on and spread it nice and evenly. And most of the time it's going to dry pretty fast, not like within seconds, but this one says it dries within 10 minutes, dries to the touch. So you want to do your best to go like this and just work the area as well as you can and fill in all of those indents. So right here you can see there's lots of indents. I'm going to put a little bit more right here. We're just going to roll it like that. We're just going to do this whole area. Now, this is one option. Now, I know you're wondering, Mike, why aren't you using a stick? Well, that's simply because I don't have a broomstick that fits this, so I'm doing my whole driveway on my hands and knees, hence the knee pads. Now, if you're doing that, you also want to have an out plan, because you don't want to be walking on it the entire time. So you want to kind of do it as if you're tiling a room, where you want to be able to exit the area. So as you can see right here, I've actually sealed it like that, but I'm going to show you another method. Let's put the gloves down just for one moment. So that's one method, and basically that's going to take you the longest time, but it's going to give you the most in terms of, it's going to do the best job in terms of your accuracy. Now another method, very simple method, is going to be if you actually take the driveway sealer and you just dump it on the ground, not a lot, but you know, a good amount of it, and then you're going to spread it with the roller, or you can actually use a squeegee to just run it along the driveway. So I'll show you what that looks like right now. Basically, you're going to want to take the driveway sealer. Once again, I think I'm in the camera frame. There I am. Okay, so you're going to want to take the driveway sealer, and you're essentially going to want to just dump it all over here. So I'm just going to dump it on the ground. Like I said, you only want to dump the amount that you're comfortable with. You don't want to dump too much, but you want to dump enough so that it saves you some time. So just literally take it, pour it out, just like that. You can see this is a little bit thicker than I'd like, just because a lot of the water, when I first started, I used up a lot of the watery substance, but it's okay, it's still going to look great actually. And you're going to take your roller or your squeegee, and you are essentially, fundamentally, basically going to be just spreading it along the area. Now check out how fast that is. But I have a lot of driveway sealer now to work with, so I have to go and I have to move rather quickly to just spread it as well as I can, as quickly as I can. Now if you want to do a quick job, then this is, and you're comfortable with it, then this is the way to do it, because it's going to save you a ton of time. Like, look at how fast I did that area, even while explaining it. Now what you're going to also do is just continue to work that material. So you don't want to leave any clumps or any big spots. But I'm going to leave this just while I finish this video quickly. But you want to continue to work that material. And when you are done, it is going to look absolutely amazing. So you can see, this is what it looks like before. You can see right here that, you know, it's a lighter color, kind of stained in some spots. Couldn't get that out. And this is what it's going to look like after. It almost looks brand new. And the thing is, when you compare the cost of sealing a driveway versus redoing an asphalt driveway, this is going to be way cheaper. Okay, it was going to cost my wife and I thousands of dollars to redo our driveway, thousands of dollars, and a lot of the asphalt, just like this over here, was still in pretty good condition. So instead, with less than a couple $100, I was able to fill in all of the cracks, get rid of the cracks in the driveway, clean it up, and then I'm going to seal it. And it's going to cost way less, and it's going to give me a result that is still really good. Not as good as redoing it, don't get me wrong, but still really good. And hence, as you can see, why you should be wearing gloves, because I'm going to have to scrub this off. But that's basically it. That is essentially how to seal a driveway, specifically an asphalt driveway. As you can see, it's an easy process. And I just showed you this small area because I could make this video super long and show you the entire driveway, but all that I'm doing is I'm going along the edges with the paintbrush, then I'm using a roller to go along the main area. And like I said, you can also use a squeegee. It's also a good method. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.